And welcome to another exciting Vobie One-Eyed Kenobi Showy with me, the lovely Julia.
And me, the lovely Vobes.
How are you all? It's very nice to see you on yet another Vobe Show day. What day is it?
Monday.
Monday. Monday. It's another Vobe Show day.
It is another Vobe Show day. To shush up.
Monday. Yes, we have ourselves on special replay.
That hasn't happened for a while.
No, that's very true. How the devil are you, young Julie? You're looking very lovely today.
Thank you. I did my hair special.
Oh, it's very nice. It's very nice.
Specially.
Specially. You did it specially, yes. So that when you woke up, you knew who you were, which is always a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I did my hair very, very specially.
Oh, I bet you did.
Many years ago, and now you've got to find it. It's in a little suitcase somewhere, heading off to Gibraltar. Why not? Now, out there in the Vobosphere on the 12th of April 2025.
We just jumped ahead 5
Yes,
years, 4 years.
Shush! Don't tell them.
I don't even know anymore.
They don't know. Are a bunch of lovely people in the Vobosphere. So, lovely Julia.
A lunch of bubbly people.
A bunch of lovely people.
A lunch of bubbly people.
Yes, a lunch of them. Just before now, you might think that I'm a little bit flustered this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just assure you that I've just lost a stack load of money. I just had a phone call about 5 minutes before we went on air from my lovely friend and log delivery man, John, who rang up and I said, "Oh, hello." And he said, "Hello." And I said, "Yes, you rang me." I thought for a minute I'd accidentally rung him. And he said, No, you haven't paid. I said, "What?" "Oh, God, no." And I suddenly remembered I hadn't paid for the logs. So I had to quickly go and pay for the logs, or I won't get any more logs, and I'll be shivering, ladies and gentlemen, all through the summer. Yeah. Anyway, so I managed to do that. Bit flustered, so there we are. Anyway, so that's my story for the evening. I hope everything else is more entertaining than that.
You're going to stick to that story.
I'm going to stick to it like logs. Anyway, lovely Julia, there are some wonderful people here. I wonder if it's possible that you might, by any strange quirk of the imagination, give us a roll call that people have come to expect. Yes.
Please scrolly upski.
Oh, scrolling upskis.
Merci beaucoup.
Do you want mousy and scrolly ability?
That would be nice.
Yes, you'll have to hold it there because there's not much lead.
I usually get to hold the mouse when I'm at home.
Yes, you see, you've gone up and you've been.
Hello, little one.
You've
How
been
you doing,
promoted.
Mouskovich? Yeah, you good boy. Mouskovich.
Yeah.
I did actually have a mouse once that was called Mouskovich.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good name.
It was a wild one that I accidentally caught in an old rabbit hutch that had up on end to put the rabbit food in. And it got some rabbit food and then could not get out again.
No.
Anyways.
Yes.
Poor old Mouskovich.
Yes, Mouskovich.
I did release him in the end. Right, we have the lovely Andrew Norris.
Hello.
The lovely Judith.
Yes.
The lovely Julia M.
Ah.
The lovely Station Master's Choice.
Oh, lovely.
The lovely Steve Baker.
Mm-hmm.
The lovely
Steve Baker.
Fantastic.
Yes, he's been in my box.
Say again. I nearly made an error there. I nearly made a faux pas, an innuendo.
Yes. Well, we'll talk about what he's put in my box a little later.
Yes, I think we shall. The lovely Kerry Baldwin.
Hello.
The lovely Dave Evad.
By the way, Kerry Baldwin, first day out of lockdown today, after a year.
Yeah, and you finally made it out into the outside world.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
They had to take the chain off the door and there was this great big opening of the door and she didn't want to go out. And they said, you've got to go out. And she said, why? She's going to see some butterflies.
But I don't want to go out.
Exactly, yeah.
No,
So-
it probably was complete the other way. Get out of my way!
So we're going to find out a little bit about that later in today's show, because she sent some pictures.
Bubbles for Kerry Baldwin.
Way! Top
Hey!
banana. So that's
Well
fantastic.
done, lovely.
Well done. Fantastic.
So delighted for you.
Yeah.
Right, so roll call.
Yes, sorry.
Where were we?
Carry on.
Kerry Baldwin.
Yes, Kerry Baldwin.
I've lost your name down
Did
there.
I
you are.
mention Kerry Baldwin out today? Oh, yes, I mentioned it. Sorry. Let's just stick to the script.
We have the
Yes.
lovely Colonel Cragratty,
Oh, lovely.
the lovely Daniel Watkins,
Yes.
the lovely Zom Coco,
Oh, good old Zombie.
the lovely Merc Burgess, Mark Burgess.
Mark Burgess and his brother Merck.
Yes, the lovely Anna Jones.
Ah,
The lovely, looking for a new name.
yes, new name. Come on, give us a new name. Somebody new.
Yeah, anybody new. Come on, there's quite a lot of chat there.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you chat.
Yeah.
The lovely Elaine Whitelock.
Ah, yes.
The lovely James Sean Cameron.
James Sean Cameron from London, previously from Cardiff or somewhere.
Originally
Wales.
from Cardiff.
Originally.
The lovely Ernie Samat. The lovely G Ramps. The lovely Sean Ford.
Yes.
The lovely Ron Langley.
Oh.
And I'm assuming Elaine. I can't remember her
Johnson.
surname.
Johnson.
Yes, that's it. And the lovely Alison. I'm going to knock your teeth out yourself. No.
What?
Never mind.
Yes,
We know what I meant.
she knows what I mean.
We know. Yeah, anyway. The lovely Alan Sandell.
Ah, yes.
We've been getting, now that he's back in the UK, we've been getting lots of lovely posts from him in
Oh, yes, it's
in
nice to get
Facebook
Alan
group.
Sandals in the post. Absolutely. I mean, I haven't seen so many Sandals since especially the ones from Texas. Texas sandals, they're lovely.
Well, it is summer now. Well, coming into summer proper now. So
Yeah.
you might, well, it doesn't feel like it though. You might see more sandals. Anyway,
Yeah, sorry.
the lovely Glyn Horton.
Ah, Glyn.
The lovely Jeffrey Harrison.
Yes, nice to see Jeffrey.
The lovely Bonnie H.
Sorry, that's Lord Jeffrey, by the way. I think
Lord
he
Jeffrey.
Bought,
That's right.
Yeah, he bought a lordship, didn't he?
Got a certificate and everything.
He's got a certificate, yes, and a mental asylum named after him.
No, that's mine.
Oh, yeah, is that yours? I beg your pardon.
The lovely Paul Cockerill.
Ah,
The lovely Sean Ford.
yes.
The Eastbourne couple. Haven't seen you for a while. Hello.
By the way, Sean Ford, did you get my email?
We have the lovely email.
Yeah, well,
We have the lovely email.
I deleted a file of his that I was going to play in today, and I sent him an email saying, any chance you could resend it? So I don't know. I can't get the mouse to see. you
Okay,
see,
well,
so
when I'm done the roll
I know.
call, you
I know. I'm just. That's why I said I've done it.
The lovely Albion 8E8. Sorry. Ray.
Bum, 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 bum.
Trying to read what he's written. He's written it in French.
Hi,
I'd probably
Looking
pronounce it
forward
clean.
to bum bum ba da 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 bum on Friday.
You.
Da,
I
da,
don't know
da,
what that means.
da, da, dee, da, da,
Sean Ford
da,
says
dee.
bubbles,
Yes,
and Kerry Baldwin says thank you for the bubbles.
that's quite all right.
We'll have the lovely Ian Dance, the lovely Kate Evans, the
Yes.
lovely. That's really not very many names today.
That doesn't matter. There is 98 people watching. They
if
just
you-
haven't typed in.
If you
maybe.
have typed and it's not showed up on us, the lovely Robert Croser,
Yeah,
then
okay.
please do Bobby Crush. He's called himself, I guess. And the lovely Skilt. Yeah, if you haven't, I'll give another 5 minutes and I'll do another little catch up maybe.
All right. Okay,
If he lets
yeah,
me.
if you see, yeah. Oh, I need the mouse back now.
Yes, you can have the mouse.
Thanks
back
very
now.
much. Yeah, I don't feel in control without the mouse. I need to shut that down for a start. And obviously he's checked. He hasn't sent the email. So
Thank you very much, Eastbourne couple, for the nice compliments and the other lovely compliments I've had. I can't remember who exactly said what, and I don't have the mouse now.
and Ernie, I forgot to go. When Ernie's now, I think I sort of went hello. Yeah, and then Ernie's went past, and I didn't do anything. So I felt a bit, and I was like, "Oh, how do I get into saying Ernie? You're valued. You are valued."
You're all lovely.
This is Sean James Cameron has just decided to send us a picture of how he is watching the Vobe show live. So if you fancy sending in a picture of how you're watching the show tonight, then do send it in, whether you're on a tablet or a whole set of injections, whatever it is. If you are watching this show, then do send in a picture That would be absolutely fantastic. Look, that is genuinely us
Yep.
on the genuine screen. But look
New top.
Look what
it has to be today.
It has to be.
Could be a repeat otherwise.
Look at all that food and a nice mug of tea. Isn't that nice?
Very nice. Check out those nice socks.
Look at those socks.
Do you know what?
Fantastic.
I think I'm a little bit autistic, but I want to see two different socks. The same socks, but two different coloured
Yes.
socks.
Yes.
Do you see what I mean?
Because then you can have
So
a
I don't
second
mind
pair.
having odd socks like that. In fact, I quite like it.
Yeah, well, you're odd yourself.
As long as they feel the same on your foot, the same packet, basically.
So there we are.
Packet,
So packet,
You know what I mean?
packet in.
From the same set.
Exactly.
So we have some more joiners. We have the lovely...
So if you need to know, by the way, if you are sending those pictures and you need to know, it's richard@vobes.com.
.com.
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 Daddy dot dot daddy dot dot daddy dot dot .com.
We have the lovely Dawn Copping and the lovely... Let me get this right. Altenburg Eagles.
Yes, Altenburg Eagles.
The lovely Jeff Sussex and Mandy.
And
hello. The lovely Carol, the lovely Josephine Suter, and the lovely Ford Nutt.
And the Ford Nut, they're bamboo socks, says Sean James Cameron. Are they indeed? Bamboo.
Impressive.
Me old bamboo, you can have me hat, me bumper shoe, you can eat my head and eat the new diddly-do with me old bamboo. That's not quite the right words. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on tonight's show, we have videos from Bernie, Colonel Craig Ratty, Sean James Cameron. We were going to have one from Sean. We may still have it, Discovery 12, which is the one I accidentally deleted. But he has sent us another one of pictures at Incoombe Valley Park. And then I've got something to show you as well. Also, we have some special photographs from Carol and, as aforementioned in the show, Kerry Baldwin. So that's all very exciting. But first, can I have a slurp of tea?
And we also have the lovely Helen Hicklin. It's a new name I've not seen pop up before. From Selsey, apparently.
Oh, I've got to go to Selsey. I've got to go. Tell me some interesting things about Selsey for the Sussex Border Walk. I was thinking about doing... Do you know, you can go on Google Images on the seafront of Selsey.
I do know that.
Yeah. And you can see the old life station.
Wow.
But if you go on a different one, the other end, it's gone. They've replaced it.
Oh.
So the car obviously went one day, stopped, had a holiday, came back another day, and they've got rid of the lifeboat station that's on stilts and replaced it with the modern one, which is about 600 yards further inshore.
Oh, bizarre.
Yeah, so there you go. Selsey Bill is lovely, says Bonnie H. There we are.
Robert Croser says, I believe Selsey's sold.
Oh, has it been sold? Who to? Is it the Lord of... I feel like I'm quite low. Oh, it's going to go
Also,
up a bit.
hello, Mark Donny McLeod.
Here we are.
Sneaking in at the back there.
That's better. You can see me in more glorious Technicolor and unwanted ship. So, I need to get sure of that.
Altenburg Eagles says, have you been to Bolcombe? Is that how you pronounce it?
Balcombe, Balcomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have actually, and I made a video, a walk round the Balcombe, the river, lakes, whatever it is. Not the lake, the rivers and the
Lakes that you're used to.
Yeah, the docks.
I know that.
Yeah, that'll be the one. I have. If you put Vobes Balcombe into YouTube, up it comes. Sadly but surely.
Sadly but surely.
Yeah, no, surely, but not sadly. Oh, hang on, I'm going to have a sneeze now.
Bless you.
Achoo, achoo, achoo,
I just thought maybe I could steal your sneeze with
achoo.
prematurely blessing it. It didn't work.
No, it didn't work. Anyway, so there. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with a video. We had something delivered today, which we want to tell you about.
Royal we.
And yeah, the royal we. When I say that, you know, the studio. Has
Oh
had
yes,
something
because
delivered.
yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
I know what you're talking about. I
yeah,
remember
now you know what it's talking. Because sometimes I talk in tongues.
Yes.
What does that mean when they say they talk in tongues? Which tongues?
It's
are
the
they
tongue
talking?
of the Satan's tongue is what they're talking about.
Is it when you with the
Kind
church
of,
people and they go?
as I understand it. Speaking tongues, yeah, you know.
What tongues is it?
Well, you know,
I mean, not
it's
their own
making
tongue.
not making sense when it sounds like the devil is speaking through someone.
Oh, I see. They haven't replaced their tongue.
No.
No.
I could be wrong though. Correct me if I am.
Yes.
Please do.
Keep the phones off, says Robert Croser. If you can all take your phones off so you don't miss any of the show. We don't want you having inadvertent phone calls. Our phone number is 0793 4746 790. You can ring up for a good 20 minutes because we know it pisses Robert Croser off. So that is part of the show. Alan Sandell has sent an email watching having a cig in the loo. No
Fair
picture. No picture.
I'm kind of thankful for that. Thank you very much for letting us know.
Yeah, no attachment.
On the throne.
On the throne. No.
Right, so not Satan, it's a biblical reference.
Is it? Yes.
Oh, learning. This is a learning day for
This
me.
is it's a learning day every day for me.
Oh, yeah, every day.
So there we go. Anyway, we're going to go and watch a video first of all, and then we'll come back. Don't forget to send in your pictures of how you watch the show. Sean James Cameron has set us off, so that would be great. Meanwhile... Oh, hang on. There's a phone call. Let's find out who that is by putting on the phone of heads. Sorry about the... Yeah, that's why.
I'll be there in a minute.
That's why I did actually buy some. I can't hear myself in here at all. I can't hear if there's somebody. Can you hear anybody in there? Hello.
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 Hello, it's Ray here.
Hello,
Oh, hello,
Ray.
Ray.
Hang on a minute. I'm just turning up the volume.
Yeah. I've just turned the video off on the computer. It's obviously at different speed, isn't it?
Yes, I can. Can you hear him quite well?
Not very well. It's very quiet, but I can hear him.
I can't boost your sound, unfortunately. I've got no way of
Very strange.
boosting the sound. We're going to get this all sorted, by the way, but don't you let that worry you for the moment. We'll just let it worry everybody else.
Right.
So, yeah. How are you, Ray?
I'm the man that tries to play the keyboard.
Yes, I know. I was going to ask you about.
You do not try. You do.
Do
play the keyboards very well.
do. How is that going?
I'm trying. I mean, I've got. Can you hear this? Hang on. Look.
Can the...
Oh yes.
That's
Fantastic.
as far as I've got so far.
Oh. Do you want me to write it down for you?
No, it's getting the style to go with it.
Oh yes.
I may have to mix it up with a bit of a modern sort of style. So
Have you got a bit of a
find out
Jamaican drum for
Steel.
Black Beauty?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a Jamaican theme. How does some Jamaican Black Beauty go? I can't even think of a Jamaican rhythm. Or a Jamaican. First thing that came out of my head.
Let's try it with something like a Stevie Wonder sort of.
That would be good.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
We'll give it a go anyway.
Yeah, no, please do. That would be absolutely fantastic. Sorry, for some reason you're very quiet. I don't know why that is, whether that's the signal coming in.
I don't think the viewers can hear him.
No, and maybe the viewers can't hear you, or even the listeners. For the viewers.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of
We're getting a
lot
lot
of word back saying they
hard
can't
to
hear.
hear. Yeah, sorry about that. We can't. I don't know
What a
why.
shame. It was lovely to hear your voice, as quiet as it was.
I'll try and phone back later.
Yes, please do. I'll try and work out why it is so quiet. Oh, he's gone.
Thanks for calling, though,
Yeah,
Ray.
thanks so much for calling. Sorry about that. I don't know why it was quiet.
Oh, Bonnie H can hear him.
Who?
You've got eagle ears, Bonnie.
Yes. I'm sorry about that. I don't know quite why.
Bonnie also had said,
yes.
speaking in tongues means the message can be spread.
What do you mean spread?
Sorry, can
is
you
that like
can you
butter?
scroll it up, Ski, please? Because there was another one she said. It's in reference to the disciples being able to speak any language. Ah.
So what?
That makes
So is it
sense.
lots of different languages they're speaking, or are they speaking
I guess so,
gobbledygook?
yes. Tongues being languages then. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to work that bit out. We've got pictures coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Pictures coming in. We're going to look at those pictures and see how you're viewing the show this evening. After we hear from Bernie out there in the video land. So let's go to Bernie on his penultimate look at the Bourne of East.
Around the Safina. Oh yes, look at that. They've got some bait there. A load of pots, yes. They are after lobster by the looks of it. Crab, that kind of thing. Now that's the noise you've heard me say on previous videos. I can hear an engine, a boat engine. And when I said that before, we've been sort of 4 or 5 miles away. So it just goes to show how sound carries a distance in the morning. Well, he's been out for a night. I didn't spot him coming in. There you go. That will be up to Fisherman's Green very shortly for sale in the shop. I think he's probably the same one that's moved, but we have another seal there, look. Lost him. Where is he off to? Have a little slide round. Is he going for a swim? Certainly hauling itself across the water, across the mud I should say. Yeah, I see that, yeah. Oh really? He moved across from one side to the other pretty quick just then. Well, there's a piece of information. The gentleman knows that seal. He's just come back for his summer holidays. There is the lifeboat, moored up. Ready for a quick getaway straight out to the nearest lock. There we go. Look at all these boats here. All those people spending £339 a month. Although I suspect if you give the right handshake to the right person, you get it for a bit less.
Absolutely amazing. And there's Andrew Norris said there in the comments that Bernie does manage to capture the light absolutely perfectly. Sorry, you've got the same trouble as me. Long headphone
cables.
lead, and it just goes over these roly wheels. Anyway,
it's been 1 week of having my new wireless headset.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
so not used to wires again. What? What's this?
what is the wires for?
Well, I was good at not running over wires, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping I
You gotta-
didn't do it just now.
Got to relearn it all now.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Thank you so
Wonderful,
much, Bernie.
loved it.
Got one more to do, I believe, because that's what penultimate means, isn't
Yes.
it? That is the second to last, which is lovely. Is there a word that does third to last?
No.
Third. Maybe that's the word. Maybe that's the word.
Second penultimate?
So yes, or the next, whatever. Anyway, we have a number of people watching the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's always encouraging to know that people are watching the show. So let's go in and find out. Now, we saw that Alan Sandell gave us no picture from the loo, which we're very pleased
Appreciate
about. This is, now, hang on a minute, Delta 09, Julia M. You
009.
didn't send the picture. There's no attachment. You must remember to attach the...
Do Try again. It's easily done.
It's
honestly.
easily done. I know.
Easily done.
I do it.
Far
Could you
too.
do send it again? But there we are. Andrew Norris. Let's have a look. He is watching the show, and this is how Andrew watches the shows.
Oh, Zorro.
And there is Zorro.
Mwah. Lovely
Oh,
Zorro.
look at that. Isn't that lovely?
He's a good Zorro dog. You're a good boy.
Good boy.
You're a good boy,
Good boy.
Zorro.
Good boy.
Oh.
He's very attentive. And notice that Andrew there has no socks on.
Nope.
He's,
No socks.
he's sitting on the bed, presumably.
It's because, look, he's got lovely Zorro fur to tickle
Yes.
with his toes.
Well, that's very nice, isn't it? Thank you very much for doing that. Let's go back, see who else we've got in
What we
here.
should have done was we should have posed for them all
Oh, yes.
to take it at the same time. Never mind.
Yes, next time. We can do this
We'll
again.
be more organised next time when something like this
Right,
happens.
okay. So now this is over to Aldwick with Ron Langley and Elaine, and this is how they watch the show
Wow.
on their
the
big television.
screen.
Wow, look at that. There we are. So that's like CinemaScope.
It is.
It's quite weird, actually.
I like how they've caught us looking at each other.
Yeah. It is quite bizarre to think that we're beaming. I mean, here we are sitting in our little room here, and soon not so little. But we'll come to that in a minute. And people are watching in all different manners and different. It is quite a bizarre idea.
Yeah.
I think it's great. Anybody?
Anti-penultimate is the word.
Is it anti? Oh,
A-N-T-E.
anti. That's Davy Vad.
E,
Don't
penult-
believe a word he says. Everything that
Fair
comes
point.
out of his mouth is a jolly
Not
good.
everything.
No, it's a jolly good joke.
No, he's not the only one.
Oh.
Alan Sandell said it as well.
Really?
Anti-penultimate.
Oh, I take it back.
And
Dave.
hello, Leonard
I
Smith.
take it straight back.
Yeah.
It's just that he's so good with
Eat your words.
he's so good with his jokes. I always think, oh blimey, I wish I'd got in before him, but he's too fast.
Dave Ivad says
Yes.
anti-penultimate is the third to last uncle's wife.
Is the
So
third to last?
uncle's wife. Auntie penultimate.
Oh, yeah. See what I mean? He's very quick. I wonder if he writes scripts, because we could do with one. Full of some good jokes, couldn't we? Right, Jackie Lau sends in this, or Jackie Lowe sends in this picture from up there in Shropshire. Here she is with the
Kitty!
lovely cat.
He
And
looks a lot like a cat I used to own.
wait a minute.
That's not us.
Who the hell's on the screen?
That's Harry Potter.
That's a bit of a cheek, isn't it?
Isn't that?
I
Yes,
don't
it
know who
is.
that is.
Because that's Warren Davis on the right.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, playing. I can't remember.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah, Warwick. That's
Yeah.
what I said. Not.
And the other bloke.
Yeah, I can't remember his
with the
name,
hair.
But Hagrid he plays.
Yeah, drinking
And
beer.
who is this lovely ginger and white cat?
Oh, that's something.
He looks like a cat I used to have
Yes.
called Taz.
Very nice. Thank you very much for changing channel for that photograph and giving us a bit of a hoot. That was quite funny. I quite like this. I love the fact that
This is
people
fun.
can
This is
send
fun.
in stuff.
Interactive show.
Absolutely. I'm watching on my phone, but you do have a split competition. Oh, I see. You're watching. Oh, I see. If you're watching on the phone,
Split
it's-
competition.
yes, you can't watch. Oh, I see. You're watching two things. I suppose if you're watching on your phone, you can hardly take a picture, can you? Unless you've got a second phone to take a picture with.
Yeah, exactly.
That's I hadn't thought of it like that. Oh my God! Look, they're coming in. There was I thinking
Hard and
like
fast, are
two. Yeah, it's like 20 odd people.
Zorro socks.
Right, Julie M. She says that this is very well watching you this time, and she sent the attachment. Oh my goodness! Look
Is
at
that you
this.
sneezing? Look at that. I don't know what I was doing. I must have been laughing at you sneezing.
So we've got. You can see the slight delay there. One, I'm drinking coffee. Oh
No,
no, is that
you were
me?
drinking rather
Yes,
than
I'm
sneezing.
just putting that down. It's like a few seconds later, isn't it? Oh, how interesting!
This
Brilliant.
is so fun.
And lovely little fire.
Mozart or Mozzie or Mozi? Do you say called Mozzie? Yeah, Mozzie. I'd say Mozzie.
Yeah, brilliant.
Lovely.
Loving this. Thank you very much. We'll do a couple more, and then we'll go to
We'll
to
do
a
Sean
video,
Ford.
and then we've got something that came in the box.
Did we do Sean Ford's?
Doing Sean Ford
I like
now.
what he's put in the title. Watching me, watching you.
Okay,
Aha.
here he is. He says, "Here's me watching show. P.S. I've just sent the boat video across." Okay, so hopefully we can get to do that as well. Let's have a look. Pictures are here. So there he is. What is he wearing?
Fabulous.
It's in.
Is that a bathrobe?
Is he in his bathroom? He's not in. Luckily, he's not in the bath. Look at that.
It might just be a dressing gown, but fabulous.
Fantastic.
He's found a nice mirror to photograph. To
Oh,
get a nice
yeah.
selfie with.
That's superb. Yeah, it's. We can almost see at what point in the show that people took those pictures. So that's it. Fantastic. And he's leaning his laptop. I don't know if you can see it. You can't quite see that. He's leaning his laptop on a book there called The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Visual Companion.
Ooh.
So, like, what was the other
I
one?
love all the artwork.
What's the
from
other
that.
one? Harry Potter, did you say?
Yes.
Yes.
So we've got all the
So we're getting the fantasy people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to look at some more shortly, ladies and gentlemen, but we're talking about the studio. And we've been busy.
Yes.
We've
Him
been,
more so.
Well, I've been busy too, but you've been busy as well. And
Yeah.
you may know that my son has left.
Has he?
Yes.
Gosh.
There is nobody here to worry about anymore, just me. And when you come round to make sure I'm still alive and feeding myself. So, which is very nice. Thank you very much. It's like little nursey coming in. Richard, you're feeding yourself. Because Eric...
Especially when I've made something that I like to eat that no one else in my house will share.
Yes.
And I always make too much.
Yes,
I'm
it's like Meals on
you're hungry."
Wheels. She comes in, a little hand comes through the door flap with a pork pie on it. A substantial meal, apparently. So there we. I don't think you have. When you go to the pub now, you don't have to order a substantial pork pie anymore, do you?
no.
You can go. Has anybody been to the pub? It's been great fun. Anyway, we are moving this little cramped studio. You may think it looks huge. Everybody who's ever seen it, who's come here, has gone, oh, it's much smaller than I imagined. I know Ron and Elaine from Aldwick once popped in, and last year, when they were allowed to, you understand, on that one day. Remember that one day when we could actually do what we liked? They popped in and they said, oh, it's much smaller, in that same voice.
That same
Yeah,
voice.
that same voice. It was most disconcerting, I thought.
Are you sure they didn't say, oh, it's bigger on the outside?
Yeah, and there was me in the background going... TARDIS impression for those that have no idea. Anyway, it's just going to go to a video. Hang on, we got a phone call. Let's see if this is any louder, ladies and gentlemen. And hello, welcome to the Vobes show.
He's
Hello
watching.
there.
Hello there.
Does it work this time?
Is that
Is that Ray?
Ray?
Yes, it's Ray. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Yes, we can.
We can hear you very loud and very
Because
clear.
I'm using the mobile now. Obviously, the landline doesn't work very well.
No, landline was rubbish. Get rid of it.
It's a
Throw it in the bin.
It's a long time. It's a long way from Horsham to Worthing, isn't it?
It is. It's a good 20 miles, and that signal
Yeah.
can get caught up in all those wires.
Absolutely.
So you're struggling with Black Beauty. What have you had any other requests?
No, it was that or the Battle of Britain theme, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
almost impossible to try and play. I mean, I haven't got a 96-piece orchestra to play that.
Oh, yes. I hadn't thought of that. I threw those out as a jest. You don't feel that you have to come up with any of those.
No, I like the as I said, the idea of this isn't. I'm not a musician. I can't play a bloody tune, but
You do a good job of it.
It's a way of exercising the old brain.
Yes.
You know, when you've retired, I mean, I had a long career and you had a lot of stress every day, and so when you retire, you stop using your brain. We all say about keep fit and whatever, exercise your body, but you need to exercise the brain as well. And trying to play a tune is actually quite stressful to try and work it all through.
Well, when you do it, it comes over very well. But I know exactly what you mean. It's like practicing to juggle. When you don't know how to juggle, it takes you a bit of time. And then when you can do it confidently, everybody thinks, oh, it's easy. But you know how difficult it is to get where you are. Yes.
But also, you've got to understand that the machine does a lot of the work for you. I mean, the fact that most of the backing, you just need to play the chords.
Yes.
But the machine does a lot of the bits and pieces to make the chords up.
But I mean, that's very handy when you are retired. You know, if you were to start from scratch for something that might take 10 years to become accomplished, you haven't necessarily got the time. So that's really handy to have something that's going to get you on and keep your enjoyment and enthusiasm for it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a very good interest to have.
Yeah, no,
absolutely.
We get a lot of pleasure out of listening to what you do, believe you
Certainly
me.
do. I get exercise as well because I can't help but get up out of my chair and dance.
Well, thank you for that. But I actually get a lot of pleasure actually putting a couple of notes together that actually makes sense. You know, sometimes
I can understand that.
yeah.
We have a question for you. A question I had as well, but Mark Donny McLeod is asking: can you read music?
No.
No.
Well, yeah. Well, I say no. I mean, I'm starting to learn a bit. I mean, I can follow some. You know, I know where to start from, so I know what key I'm in now, and that does help. And I've got a magic book. I mean, somebody mentioned it on one of the comments a few days ago. But you know, the circle of fifths and so on. There's a sort of magic in learning music. You know, there are chords that fit keys, and you can start to match them all together. And once it starts to work, I mean, I'm starting to get Black Beauty together because I know it's in a certain chord, and I can or certain key, so you can start to put the chords in. And actually, when it actually matches up, bloody hell, I've won that. Well, that's a plus.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's where you get your endorphin hit, isn't it? You don't need likes on Facebook. You just, because you've achieved something.
Yeah, to be able to,
Yeah, it is actually an achievement. I know. I mean, I'm never going to be an Elton John or whatever. For God's sake, nowhere near. But
we don't all want to be an Elton John. We love Elton John, but we don't all have to be that good.
But you do have to admire some of these people that create this stuff in the first place.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Where they get the talent from, you know.
Yeah. I was asking whether you can read music because I know when I'm playing my ukulele or my mandolin, I can look up for ukulele chords or mandolin chords for any particular song I fancy, and that's kind of how I learn new chords and things. But I just didn't know if there was anything similar for keyboard music online, free to use.
I think it's the same. I mean, you know where the notes are on the scales and so on. I know where C is, I know where A is, and I can read that off the text of a music. But whether you can put it all together the way that musicians do, no, I'm not.
That's a whole something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're videoing them for us, do you feel under stress that you might make a mistake, or are you quite confident at that point?
Richard, if I could send you, I mean that the other day was it Acker built Stranger on the Shore.
Yes.
I could. Well, I've deleted them now, but I could send you. There were the language and the outtakes from that were ridiculous. If I can find any of them,
that are clean.
Delete them all, but no, they're not clean.
No.
By the way, Mark, sorry.
The one I can play off straight off is House of the Rising Sun. I've got that off pat. I played it off pat every time now.
We loved it. We loved it.
But other ones I make mistakes, and that's the beauty of it as well. When you make mistakes, you get so annoyed with yourself that you keep going again and again and again to try and get it right.
Yeah,
it's magic, really.
Yeah,
I do recommend it for any old farts like me. I mean, I've been retired now 11 years, and this is one of the best things I've ever done.
How long have you had the keyboard?
Well, it all started. My granddaughter is now 17, but when she was about 10 or 11, we bought her a keyboard. And we had Christmas up here at the house, and of course I've got the keyboard out, and Granddad has to play it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So I'm having to go and thought this is quite good fun. And I got one or two sequences of notes together. Well, this sounds quite good. So obviously she had her present and so on. So I thought I'd better get myself one. So I got a cheap one off eBay for about 70 quid. I used that for a couple of years. I got better and better. Well, no, I didn't get better and better. to me, I got better and better.
Yes.
To everybody else, I was a pain in the neck, but I got better and better. So I thought, well, bugger it. Yeah. So I bought a very good one. The one I've got now is a Yamaha Tyros, which is, brand new, it's about £4,000.
Wow.
But now it's superseded. It's called a Genos now, and they're about £4,000. So I got this one second hand from Bonner's at Eastbourne, a very good music shop, and I paid 1,850 quid for it.
And the amount of pleasure that you get from it.
Absolutely. It's worth every penny.
Julia's got a question.
Well, Mark Donny McLeod has now also said, I shall try and find a source of MIDI files for your keyboard that you can use, Ray, if possible.
Right.
You may be able to load into your keyboard's brain with those MIDI files.
No, I've got some. I mean, the music Crazy I played the other week.
Crazy.
I love
that was actually a MIDI file, and what you can do with it. It's like karaoke with a keyboard. So the complete backing is on a MIDI file, and you can switch off on the keyboard some of the. I can switch the melody off.
Oh, I see.
So all the backing's there, and I just play the melody.
So you
with the
can
right hand.
choose the bits that you want to play by switching them off, because it's almost like they're separate layers of.
I can play Simply the Best, like from Tina Turner.
Fantastic.
It's brilliant.
Well,
all I'm playing
yes.
is the melody note.
Yes. Send that one in. Send that one in. We'd love to hear Simply the Best.
Someone was asking for Moonlight Sonata.
I can do that. And I mean, think of Achy Breaky Heart. I mean, I know Julia likes that.
Yeah, please.
I could have you all line dancing.
Yeah, there you go. That's absolutely. That is amazing, Ray. We really love it. We look forward to Friday.
Right.
But you have only got a few days. Well, actually, Monday. It's the start of the week, so it's all right. You've got plenty of time. No pressure. And
right, well, I don't want to keep you on the phone for hours and hours, but just to say, somebody said that watching me play was like the thing from the Munsters. So all you see is my hand.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to try and show my face next time.
Mm-hmm. And Moonlight Sonata, someone was asking for.
Sorry?
Moonlight Sonata, someone was asking for.
Oh, God.
Yeah, bit of Beethoven there for you. But you stick to what you can do. We'll accept anything. But what the standard that you've got is brilliant, and it's fantastic.
Well, I'm pleased it gives any pleasure. But the point is, for anybody out there, is just to keep yourself entertained and sort of exercise the brain a bit. It's worth a few pounds to buy. You can get a second-hand keyboard that'll give you as much fun as I've had for about 100 quid. Don't worry about spending a fortune on it. Just go for it.
Fantastic, brilliant.
My dad has a keyboard. Love it.
I'm not going to keep you on the phone all night. But
no, thank you very much for calling in.
No, it was lovely to hear from you. You look after yourself.
Thank you.
Take care, Ray. Well, we love him.
Bye
we love
now.
him. That's so nice. There we are. That's Ray Mond from Horsham Way, I think he said.
That's it.
Right.
Horsham.
Mrs. T, you've got.
Yes, Mrs. T. First time here, been watching for about a year, but only recently got a YouTube account. Watching on the laptop. Lovely to see you here.
Fantastic. Thank you for trying. Anybody who has only just recently discovered the Vobes show, we really appreciate you coming along. We want to build up the community. We don't want it too big because we like that personal interaction as much as we can. But at the same time, of course,
the more the merrier. It's a nice, happy family here.
So I want to show a video.
Sometimes.
We've got a lot to get through, and as ever, so little time. And we've got your pictures. We've got what came in the box. But I want to tell you a little bit about the studio because I want to get people excited. And then we've got more of your videos. So just nipping into, just going to nip upstairs. In actual fact, now to do that, I have to go. Not like that. Not like that. I do it like this. Hello. I'm in the new studio. I thought I'd just give you a very quick heads up on the studio. I'm using this little gimbal thing that I was sent as well. So on the phone, with the phone facing me. So I'm hoping this is going to work okay. You may have seen the video in which I was in the studio the other day. I've made another video which will be out tomorrow. Doesn't show what I've done. So you guys are getting a heads up before anybody else. So if I come around here, you'll be able to see behind me. Sorry about the overexposure thing. That's the phone not doing a brilliant job. You'll be able to see here the new studio. So what have I done? I've actually painted. I've painted the wall up here white. I haven't done very much. Painted the wall white. I know it's got holes and things in, but don't worry about that. They're all going to be out. And I put here a desk. There we go, that's a better shot. A desk to give the impression of where the desk would be. So we would be looking that way at the studio. I've ordered a couple of bookshelves to go either side of the chair. That's the chair that was in the van when I got it. I've got to do the skirt boards. I want to put a rug down to try and deaden some of the sound a bit. On this side of the room at the moment is rubbish, just piled up. Got to go to the dump. So the new studio will go in there. The thing I next need to think about is the lighting rig, which will be above me. If I do this, there we go. You can see. You actually see the paint has shown where the rafters are in the ceiling, which is quite handy, really. So yeah, so that's that. So work has started on the new studio. Don't know when it will be finished because I'm still going out doing my walks and stuff with the Board Explorer. But I just thought I'd bring you up to speed, really. Gone and bought a few bits and pieces to make the studio look nice. But lighting is going to be the most important thing to make it look really good. So we're getting there. Anyway, that's my little up to this thing. Back to the studio, as they say. And here we are, back in the studio. Fantastic. There we are. Thank you very much, Richard, for sending that in. It's very interesting what you're doing up there. That was my twin brother and alter ego.
By the way, earlier on in the show, someone, I can't remember who, was asking if Eric will be able to visit you upstairs when you're at the studio upstairs.
That's... we might have to do something about that.
I think you're going to have to use one of the old Victorian, laundry chutes to communicate with him, lift up the chute. All right, Eric.
Yeah, or a dumb waiter.
Yeah, or something like that.
Something like that. Or could have him in the dumb... could have him in, that would be great. You see him come in and then we send him back down. But yeah, no, I think a laundry chute would be perfect. Engine room. We'll have 2 clean shirts and a pair of socks, please. Fantastic. That's brilliant.
Could you turn the headphones down because this keeps buzzing when you...
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
It's your boomy voice.
Yeah, it's probably my microphone. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Before we get too far from the music thing,
yes.
Bonnie H says, I'm following the Music Theory guy on YouTube if anyone's interested. And Mark Donny McLeod says, for budding musicians out there, I can recommend Rick Beato, a music teacher for beginners. There are so many now, I'm guessing, on YouTube. So there.
Brilliant. The Eastbourne couple are in Eastbourne watching the show. And here they are.
Ta-da!
With their lovely fireplace, Mr. and Mrs. Look at that. And they've got all
look
the...
at me.
Yeah, you can hardly see the lovely
Covered in
Julia.
conversaciones.
Covered in the... Is that how it works on the big telly?
With the
comments
if you manage to get the comments up, I guess, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know
I've never seen it like that. I've never seen them actually working.
No. Oh, well,
I've tried.
That's fascinating. Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much for that. Who else have we got here? Carol says, my view of the show. Hope it's the correct email, she says. This looks... It's very nice because we're also getting to see people's living rooms.
Nosy, aren't we?
Yeah.
I like
Look at that. It's a lovely telly on a lovely... what would you call that? A box? Cabinet. Thank you. There's a good word. The cabinet. It's not the political cabinet. You haven't got Boris in there by any strange quirk of.
Nice big thick fleecy blanket there to keep you nice and snug.
Yes, absolutely. It's fascinating how people have their rooms laid out and also how they watch the show. Ron Langley and... we sent that. I was seeing that one.
Oh, yeah, we have.
It must have sent that twice. Jeff, is this Jeff in Jeffrey, Sussex? Or is... Yes, I think this must be...
Yes, from Mandy and Jeff.
Mandy and Jeff. Hello, this is how we watch the lovely show. And we have a number of pictures he's sent in here. Here is us. That's just a massive, great big...
That's us looking at your screen.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
I've looked better. Not that I'm vain or anything.
That's great. We didn't really get to see much of your room on that one. That's not a complaint.
Yeah, disappointing.
Yeah, because we're interested in how people do view it all. There's quite a few to go through. Thank you so much for sending them in. Mark Burgess, here we go. Mark Burgess is watching on his phone. Thank you so much, Mark.
Fantastic.
Lovely to see you. And we can just see your drinks cabinet up there behind you. So there we are. Look at that.
Very nice.
Super.
It looks like a nice crystal decanter up there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's probably some nice whiskey in
Or
there,
rum.
or rum or something.
By the way, could you just scroll the comments back down, please?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, certainly.
Thank you.
Sorry, we need two mice, don't we, for this?
We do.
Or a separate machine that can be, yeah.
Yeah.
Last one for the moment, and then we'll go back to videos and calls and pictures and other things. So this is from Janet, at home with Audrey Forbes Hamilton. Oh my! This is at home with Audrey Forbes. Look at that Inglenook fireplace.
Beautiful.
Oh my!
Is that a real fox head above the fire?
Fox head.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a mounted fox head, isn't
yeah,
it? It looks
yeah,
like
it could
it's
be.
either taxidermied or it's a very good imitation.
Yeah, it might be a real one.
Yeah.
and
And
there's a
gorgeous
nice
plates.
little
Look
dog
at those
there.
gorgeous serving plates up there.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. At home with Audrey Forbes. And let's what she got on her bookcase. Can barely read anything. Oh, there's the Splidge the Crag Flinger, the Life and Times of Richard Vobes, the lovely Julia's autobiography. She's got a lot of stuff up there.
You've
That's
got quite the imagination, Richard.
It's very palatial.
What
That's
a beautiful room.
beautiful. That's absolutely stunning. So there we go. Full marks to Audrey Forbes. But then to the Manor Born, what do you expect? Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for sending the pictures in. We're insanely jealous.
Michael White is asking, "Where's the butler, Audrey?"
Yes, where's the butler? And with the nice, decanter of sherry or whatever.
Wired fox terrier. That's what it was called. The type of dog.
Oh,
that-
the little dog.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Brilliant. Now, listen, with the box, I've got a box outside my house.
Yes. A
And
mail box.
A mail box. Yes, not a female one. It's a male. You can tell it's a male one because it's got a little thing flag. Oh,
Did you hear the penny drop there?
Yes.
That was
Oh,
ridiculously
I see. You
long.
meant
Oh my God.
MAIL, and I mistook it for MALE. Subtle
You didn't
difference.
mistake it at all.
And this came. It's Christmas wrapping paper. But what's inside the bag, lovely Julia?
Lots of sweeties.
This is from Mr. Sims. Is it Mr. Sims? Mr. Sims? I'm sure it's Mr. Sims' shop. Steve Baker. Steve Baker came in. A big bag of what looks like licorice sweets. I think that's licorice. I have to investigate that. But the rest, hang on a minute. Can you get the webcam ready? Now, how do I do this? Go back to there, go back to there's the webcam. I need to move that out.
Ooh, that was almost right up my nose. Sorry, guys.
Oh, hang on a minute. I'll just move that. I'm going to tip them onto the desk.
Oh, you're going to tip them onto the desk.
Let's move that, otherwise we may stop the show by actually clicking something.
I don't really see a lot of much.
So, Steve Baker, this is amazing. What an incredible selection of goodies. These are all out of date, only just before their best buy. Thank you very much, lovely
Sorry
Julia.
for terrible camera skills. What
This
skills?
is sugar-free licorice in there. I'll come back to that in a minute. What have we got? What have we got, Julia? We got some
jelly beans.
Hardy's milk chocolate.
This is going to play havoc with my reduced sugar diet.
Demon chili. Do you like chili chocolate?
I love chili in a meal.
Have you tried chili chocolate?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I've
we
been-
might have to try that. Jelly beans.
Devilishly hot chili and smooth white chocolate. No, thank you.
Bean something.
That'll
No,
blow
no.
my head off.
Fish and chips. Look at this. Lovely fish and chips in a box.
Ooh. Love hearts, the Swizzlers, the Parma violets, blackjacks, drumsticks,
Jolly hard candy. Oh,
refreshers.
Jolly hard. That'll break our teeth.
Nom, 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 nom.
And what's this? Mint chocolate?
There's a lot of chili chocolate here. Demon chili white chocolate. They're burning my mouth just thinking
Are
about
you?
it.
Would you be prepared to try
Oops.
one?
I'll try a bit.
Also, we did open this one. I have to admit, little pick and mix. We did open because as soon as we saw it, we went, oh, we've got to try something. So we did do that. Steve Baker's on the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Baker's... Oh, hang on. I've done something to the phone. How do I get out of that? Swipe twice to exit. Hang on.
Hey!
Steve Baker's on the phone. Let's say hello to Steve Baker. Hello, Steve. How the devil are you?
I'm all right. I just want to avoid the peril of you both going to the dentist.
No,
Obviously,
don't.
I'm not responsible for the dental bills.
No, of course not. And we won't be going to the dentist. We're just going to let our teeth rot and fall out. I'm just trying to make some space by piling them up.
Now that looks good. Hardy's Artisan Collection milk chocolate, smooth, creamy milk chocolate. The rule. Lovely.
So, you found the house all right. Sorry, I wasn't in. We were just actually we were nipping down to see if we could get some shelf units for the new studio. So we'd popped out.
Well, it was a bit weird because I had it in my head your house was number 11.
Ah.
Banged on number 11.
I'm glad you didn't go to number 11.
I did.
Oh, did you? With all the suites?
Yeah, the rather nice guy came to the door and I said, "Is Richard in?" And he said, "No, he lives next door, mate."
Oh, he lives next door. Number 11. I was just trying to think who lives at number 11. Was he the number 11? It's that way, isn't it?
Quite a hippie looking
Hippie
guy.
South African chap.
Yeah, he was very nice.
Yeah, very nice people actually. They've just come back from South Africa and they've moved in next door. And they were moving in. And I said, "Oh, you know, it's a bit rough round here with the supermarket." And he said, "We've come from South Africa. You don't know what rough is." He said, "There's no bars on the windows, metal bars, and there's no big dogs hanging around." I said, "Oh, right, fair enough." So they've had a rough time, but they're now here and they're very happy and they're very nice neighbours. So it's nice to have. It's good to have understanding neighbours, seeing as they have a bloke next door making loud noises.
With a big loud flappy mouth.
The lovely Julia's going to try some of this Hardy Demon chili live on the thing.
Chili chocolate is nice, I've got to say.
So I've just been trying to open it here.
I'm very nervous about this.
So it's what an interesting
Someone
colour.
send the fire brigade round.
It's not a dark colour, is it?
No, it's
No,
a white chocolate, that one.
Oh, is it?
It's the redness is from the. I'm not having that much. Oh,
So I've got. Oh gosh.
I don't want to do.
You might just take a very tiny bit. Oh my god. Take a very, very tiny bit. Because Julia likes her chili, but she doesn't like it hot at all.
Really?
Yeah. And actually, this is quite hot. I mean, in terms of taste, you really don't taste the chili, do you? I mean, the chocolate.
I'm just going to fit here on the tongue off a bit.
I think it's very nice, actually.
What should we open to get rid of that?
What
Do you like
can
mint?
do-
That's disgusting. Sorry, I just drooled.
Do you like mint? Do you like
That was
mint?
disgusting.
Let's
go for
open
this.
open that one.
Why did you make me try that? That's
Well,
so
I-
mean.
You just drooled all down your blouse.
You did. It's disgusting. What am I, 3? Joseph would be disappointed.
Who buys this? I mean, that is incredibly hot. That's
It
hot.
is hot.
That is very hot.
Little tip for you: if you're going to make a chili con carne,
Yeah.
put a couple of blocks of that in the chili con carne.
Oh, yeah.
What a great idea.
That would be great. I'll take a bar for that.
Yeah, no, I did.
Just chuck the jelly beans on
Yeah,
the floor.
sorry, I chucked the jelly beans on the top.
I'll sneak them out
I
later.
did have a big chunk of that, and I've got it at the back of my head. Open up the next one. So, thank you so much for this. I will.
No worries at all. Did you tucked into the pick and mix? Did you?
Yeah, the pick.
Yeah.
Where is it? The little pick and mix jobby.
Oh, you didn't save it for Joe?
Was there instructions to do that?
Well, I kind of thought that it would have just been natural, wouldn't it?
Sorry,
He actually loves milk chocolate, so I might take that.
I was going to say none of this leaves the studio, you know.
In a bit.
Yeah.
Stash for later.
Well, yes, no, of
Stash
course.
for later.
Absolutely. Well, I'm on a sugar-free diet, so Julia's going to be ending up taking some of this. But I would like to
I'm
try.
not on a sugar-free diet.
Those
I'm-
licorice toffees are sugar-free.
Yes, I know
Aha.
that Julia won't want one of those. She's opened up the chocolate, so let's try a bit of that. Now this looks like chocolate.
My tongue
I
is
like
still
the-
burning,
I
by
like
the
the
way.
chili in it, though. They're nice, that chili in that chocolate.
My tongue feels like it should be bright red and swelling and going like this.
You'll be all right.
It's not. It's all right for you, mister. I love hot chili.
That is delicious.
I can't believe you made me do that.
That is nice.
Thank
Very
you so
nice.
much for all this lovely goodies.
Ian Dance has sent in, just stay there for a moment, Steve. Ian Dance has sent in a picture of his perspective. A message for Julia, keep calm.
And go fishing.
And go fishing. Eat more chili. That looks nice. I don't know where that is, though, on the screen. Did we show that?
That was Bernie.
Oh, that was Bernie's video.
That was Eastbourne.
That was Eastbourne, yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, so did you open today, by the way?
We did indeed.
How did it go?
Indeed. It was a bit chaotic, if I'm honest, because the shops have been closed for such a long period of time.
People are desperate to get in them.
Technology didn't play its part. Worthing, I had an issue with a computer system in there, so I had to go across to Worthing to deal with that. But it was generally, it wasn't manic, but it was busier than a normal Monday would be.
Right. And do you think that's just because people decided to come out because they wanted to show support and you know, get out the house and go into a shop, even if it's like a change of walls?
Well, there was one lady in Worthing that came in and bought £14 worth of pick and mix. I mean, that's a serious amount of pick and mix.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But that's good, though, isn't it? I
Maybe
mean,
she's got like 13 grandchildren.
you know, I was watching somebody on the YouTube on a live radio thing, and they were doing it from a pub. And the guy said, you know, if you go to a pub, don't just nurse half a pint for a few hours. Go and buy at least a couple of pints, because the businesses are not making profit from any of this, because you've still got social distancing, you've still got all those issues, and it's going to be ages before you manage to sort of get your profits back up and actually be able to pay yourself. So that's quite good that people would come in and actually spend a bit of money. You know, it shows a bit of willing, doesn't it?
I think it's going to take a while. I mean, since I've been furloughed from Mr. Sims, well, I'm working a few days a week, I started building a few garden planters from recycled wood from a local charity. And word quickly spread that I was building these planters, and that led on to building a table. And then the local delicatessen in the village came round to see me, and he said, could you build me 4 tables and 8 benches? So I've subsequently built him 4 tables and 8 benches.
You got a new profession.
And when I went past today, it was absolutely rammed. People sat there having coffees and, you know, croissants and rolls and stuff like that. In fact, one of my friends texted me to say, I'm just sat outside Deligo having a cup of coffee and a roll on the benches that you built, Steve.
That is incredible, isn't it? That is incredible. So, yeah, this is something that you do, is it? You're good with wood and handiwork and stuff?
Well, somebody asked me that, and it all stems from my dad, God bless him, when he was alive. He liked building things, and I watched him build things over the years and learned tips and tricks off him. And I just kind of like, it's something I enjoy doing. And I don't make a huge amount of money. I think the more important thing for me is the fact that I'm supporting a charity that supports children with special needs by buying their timber, which is, you know.
Well, that's very good. I think Jeff Harrison has sent a picture in of him sitting at one of your tables, actually, as he watches the show. He's just sent this photograph in. He's been out there having his pint, watching the show and enjoying every last moment at one of your tables. It may not be one of your tables, actually, but I think he's got a little bit chilly there. Thank you, Jeff, for that. That's very
the pint's frozen by the look of it.
Yeah, I think so. So we've got a picture of Steve Baker here, who's watching the show. I don't know who he is. Yeah. Steve Baker.
He looks like a very lovely gentleman, I'll tell you that.
He does. And there is him watching on what looks like an ancient-looking laptop.
That's actually an iPad Pro.
Oh, check you out.
There you go. It's that nostalgia look. And we can see into... Is that your back kitchen there?
That's my kitchen there.
That is your...
back kitchen. He has a rear kitchen and a forward kitchen.
It's fantastic.
A port and a starboard. Wait.
Looking very serious, very studious there, Steve.
Well, I was... Framing the pose, I think, is the word I did.
Oh, is that what it is? It's very good.
Wait, someone's got a question for you. Sensible Paul says, if we go to the shop and say we watched the Vobes show, do we get a discount?
Oh, yeah, they are.
If you live in Worthing, if you go into the shop and say, I've spoken to Steve and Steve said I can have a discount, they will ring me and I will authorise a discount.
Oh, there you go. That's all you need to know, ladies and gentlemen. It depends if you're buying 25 tons of food.
Yeah.
What is this? Watching TVS in joke.
The Vobes show.
Oh, the Vobes show. Because I was thinking TVS was Television South for years. What the hell is this? This is from Robert Croser. Yeah.
Yes. Fortunately, it's darkened, a darkened photo, so you can't actually see what's written on the front of it. It's a fake Nike shoe, basically.
Oh, it's a shoe. Do you know, I was looking at that thinking it was like a little cockerel or something.
He's resting the shoe, the child's shoe on his knee.
Oh, and there's us in the background on the blurred telly.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's watching a blurred telly. I mean, that's dreadful, isn't it?
What did he say on the email?
He said it's... Hang on, I've got to find how to get out of that. Watching the Vogue show in joke.
In joke.
In joke.
In joke, yes.
Yeah, that should be apostrophe there, shouldn't it be? In joke for TLJ.
Yeah, I learnt a new word today with that. Apparently it's a racist word. Yeah.
Oh, well, don't say it then.
No. It's just one letter different from Nike. Or Nike.
Nick.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but let's not go there.
Yeah. Anyway, so...
Sorry, Steve.
You've got some lovely stuff here. The fish and chips, that's a sugary base fish and chips. That looks lovely. I love this retro, Hardy's retro. I might not let Julia go with that one. That might be a studio.
Really?
That might be a studio.
Hardy's was a company that we bought during their first lockdown because the company went bust and made all their staff redundant. We managed to rescue them.
Oh, bless.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
That's lovely. I like what it says here. Fruity fish and fizzy sour gummy chips.
There's so much. There's so much. You're
That's
so generous.
awesome.
Thank you so much for all of this.
Listen, it's a real pleasure, and we need to fix up a date for you to come and to the shop and do a bit of videoing.
Yeah, well, I mean, what would be good, wouldn't it, is to do a live show from the shop.
We could do that.
A live show, maybe, at the end of hours or something, or on a Saturday, or, as a special 1 hour special. And we could interview people who come in. And those who don't want to be on camera, obviously, we don't do it. But I don't know. I mean, I've done these live shows in the long distance past with something else I was doing. And Julia and I did the Tractor Fest, of course. So we have done that sort of thing before. But not necessarily the first time round, but we'll do a recce. But we must move on because time is ticking, and we've got videos.
Absolutely, but we can do some sampling of the sweets as well.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah. No,
there's no point in going in a sweet shop without tasting, is there? No, did you ever find that video I sent you on when I did the Mega Sour Challenge?
Yes. You did send it to me, and I don't know what I did with it.
Yeah, I'm still thinking that I need to get you to do the Mega Sour Challenge.
Yeah, no. Well,
definitely. After him making me eat some of that.
Look, I've managed that much of the chili.
Yeah, I mean, my mouth is still burning. It's just starting to cool down. I should have gone and got some milk, but I didn't want to abandon the show.
You're a lightweight. Julia.
I know. Look. That's how little I had. I can still put the whole thing together. There's a tiny little chip out of it in the very middle, look. You can see it in a few minutes, I'm sure, Steve. But
I've just eaten the whole chunk now.
That's ridiculous. That
He's laughing his socks off because he knows what's going to happen.
For that tiny smidgen that I ate, that really hurt.
Okay, I'm going to have to run and get some milk.
Nice talking to you guys. I'm going.
Take care, lovely. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
There we are. That's Steve Baker from Mr. Sims, who's
sorry to a shopper.
Incredibly generous. Yeah, we'll worry about what we do with the sweets afterwards. But we need to play another video. So
yes.
We got more of your pictures. Thank you for sending those in. But time is ticking now. That's me.
Wrong video. As if I needed to tell you that.
That was me. Right, where's my list? Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go and Sean James Cameron is taking us up the loop. Let's go to the loop.
Cool.
I think this is loop 4, if I remember rightly. We've done 3. He didn't label this as loop 4. He just labelled it as April, which is great. But anyway, it's carrying on the loop. Thank you very much, Sean James Cameron from London.
It's surprising that the road is only just about a minute away, but just how quiet it is down in this little section. There's the Thames over there, and the salt marshes. And just over to the right, that bridge that I mentioned earlier, it's actually called the Queen Elizabeth II Bridge, which is part of the Dartford crossing. I think you've got to pay a toll to go over that as well. But to the right of it, if you like your horses, there they are, grazing in the field. Now this grass-like structures here, they're actually common reeds, which is Britain's tallest grass, which can reach about 10 foot tall. I would go down and stand by them, but I think I might fall into the marsh. And these, what's interesting is, are still used to thatch roofs. So this is what you would use if you had a roof that needed thatching. One thing I'm finding about this walk already is it would be quite nice on sections like this just to sit down and enjoy the peace and quiet, enjoy the atmosphere for about 10 or 20 minutes. But this is only the start of the walk. There's about 7.5 miles, 7 miles more to go to the end. So that's one thing I think I need to bear in mind, is enjoy this space, but there's a job to be done and I need to crack on. Always keep in mind there's a cup of tea at the end of it, although I do have a flask so I could stop, but I don't want to stop until I'm at least halfway, because I don't want to have an empty flask and still a few miles to go. So as nice as this is, let's crack on. You could swear they're all sleeping, just not moving at all, just enjoying the hay. And you couldn't get a better day to enjoy it on. It's actually getting quite warm now, so I've taken my jumper off. I'm tempted to take this off as well, but I know it will get cold pretty soon because the time now, let me just check, time is 1:30. Alright, it's not as bad as I thought. I thought it might have been a bit later on in the day. But it's a fantastic view here. So we're now leaving the beauty of the salt flats and going down this dusty old road. And if you are feeling hungry at this point, I would hold off having your sandwiches just yet, because we're about to walk past a rubbish collection unit. Do you recognise what that bird is? I can't see it, but I can definitely hear it. If you know what it is, tell me in the comments below.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just trying to organise the studio a little bit here because we've been somewhat overrun with the sweets. Sorry about that. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Really enjoying these continuation videos. I think it's great having that, so that you can catch up where you were and think, oh yeah. So I hope you're going to actually do the whole of the loop. That would be great. Good to see those cranes out there. And what's good for me is it's so totally different scenery than what we've got down here. Oh,
jelly beans.
Julia's on the jelly beans.
Try peach one.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just coming back into the webcam cam. There we are. You can show us on the
jelly beans.
Very nice.
No, it's got a little list on the back of.
I'm not going to sleep tonight, am I?
The different flavours are inside.
Oh, sorry. You're going to show the thing. Sorry.
The different flavours, or you can't actually read that.
No.
Got blueberry, bubblegum, buttered popcorn, chocolate pudding, coconut, cotton candy, ooh, green apple, island punch, lemon, lemon lime, licorice, orange sherbet, oh yum, peach, yummy, Pina colada, slightly tangy. Strawberry daiquiri, tangerine, toasted marshmallow, tutti frutti, very cherry, watermelon. Oh, yeah.
Plenty there. Right, Andrew Norris says, I'm not wearing socks, but I have Zorro socks. This is the picture he sent in.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
Oh my God, you've got
Actually
socks.
have Zorro socks. Is there a company? Obviously, there must be a company who did that. Either that or it's a very good Photoshop.
Yeah, I think he just put his socks through the printer. That's what I imagine has happened.
That's too cool. And apparently, I've gone to the dark side because these are imported from the USA.
Oh, are they? Oh.
Well, there are some things the Americans do really, really well.
You like these, then, do you?
I do. That made it sound like the Americans don't do many very, really good things.
Yeah, we'll
They
move swiftly on from that comment.
Yeah, please.
We have another phone
Take
call.
my foot out my mouth.
Oh God, I've done this thing where the phone goes to a. There we go. Let's find out who's calling in on the Vobes show this night. It's a busy night tonight. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. Who's that?
It's the champs.
It's the chat. Hello,
Hey, oh
Emily
my gosh!
Champs.
I was thinking I know this voice. Why do I know
Yeah, I
this voice?
thought I know this voice. Who the hell is it?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. Hi.
Yeah.
Nice to speak to you all.
Yeah, nice. When are you coming back down the studio?
Well, I'm down your way on Friday.
Are you really?
I am. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm down in Seaford on Friday.
Oh yeah, people do like
And,
seafood, don't they? I'm not very keen on
yeah.
seafood myself.
I know. It's bit wet and slippery.
It is, isn't it? Your seafood
Yeah.
makes you feel. Anyway, yeah. So you're down this way, but you definitely have to come into the studio when we've got the new
Yes.
studio and see the new setup
Yeah.
when it's.
I'll have to flick some holy water around it and stuff.
Yeah, as long as it's not holy cream.
No.
For those people who
that'll
are
fill
not
the holes.
aware, the lovely champs,
Emily Champion.
Emily Champion has been in the studio and done some live shows with us in the past, and she has in the past brought this. What is it called? Pie
Face.
face. Yeah, and each time she's challenged me. It's kind of like a buckaroo. Do you remember that game Buckaroo? And at some point it flings a pie of cream at you, and on both occasions. I think on both
It's
occasions.
backfired every occasion.
Yeah.
I've got it.
You've gone home stinking of cream.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness, the stench! It was awful. All night I could smell it. It was horrible.
It is horrible. It's so no good to hear. Where did you disappear to? Is it lockdown that you were just not allowed
She's been
out?
really, really busy.
Yeah,
You've been
I've
teaching
been-
lots
I've
of
been
people, haven't you, kids?
I've been teaching lots of people, and I've got students all around the world now. So
Oh. Do you-
She's a
Yeah.
world-class teacher now.
Yes, world class.
I
So tell me,
know.
let me ask you this, Emily. Now that the whole teacher thing during the lockdown, was that more work for teachers because you were teaching in smaller groups, one after the other? Then-
it was kind of the same amount of work, but just different.
Yeah. Was it more wearing?
I'd say it was difficult because you're sat, facing a screen for so long.
Yeah, that's what I.
And you were at the beck and call of parents as well, because you were there available for the parents to contact if the parents, if they wanted to know something, it was like the hotline. So
Whereas when they're at school, the parents.
you don't get that.
Yeah,
No,
of course you don't. Which is quite handy.
and you were, it was like it's like a constant observation really, because you have got, it's a bit like the Vobes show, you've got a constant audience all day every day.
Yeah.
Intense scrutiny.
So yeah you do. And you see all sorts. I mean, it's quite amusing, the kids that would try it on and they'd pretend that their screen was frozen. And I remember this one boy, he just sat there pretending that his screen was frozen, but the funny thing is his cat walked across the screen, and the boy just moved his eyes to follow the cat, and he still maintained his frozen
Oh no, the screen's frozen.
stance. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
completely
Yeah,
frozen.
that's really funny.
So yeah, honestly, the things I've seen, and even from parents, it could be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's parents in their pajamas and dressing gowns, and people doing workouts in the background.
Oh my gosh.
and the thing is, they don't realise, because this is something that people don't realise, is when you're like on a Zoom call or whatever you're on, you think, if you're in the background, you think you're talking quite quietly.
Yes.
But it's not. It's like really amplified when you're in a lesson. It's almost like you're in their conversation, but they don't realise that. And you just want to shout out,
shut up,
keep it down.
we've got a
can
class
hear
going
you,
on
you know.
here.
Yeah.
This is why I would, I got to a point where I was, I got so fed up with trying to be quiet around Elijah while he was doing his work. I ended up, letting him, trusting him, and he'd tidied his room as well, so I trusted him to take his laptop up there and do it from there.
Yeah, you do.
But then after a couple of weeks, I went, because I did just peek in every now and then, but this one particular time I peeked in, and the little sod had turned off his camera and was sitting there playing a game. And I was like, I was livid. I was like, turn that camera back on now.
I know.
You get on with your work. I was really cross with him. And then, of course, I had a face like thunder when he finally came. And I could see the teacher's face go, oh.
I know.
It was so funny.
And this is the thing, and
In
especially
hindsight.
when you've got a group of kids as well, and you can't really say anything, because obviously everyone else can hear what you're saying, so you just got to smile and nod, and like the show goes on, you just carry on.
Yes.
And it's and that pretty much is my job now. I'm all online, so
you
have
cut
you
your
left-
teeth on the Vobes show,
Have
didn't
you-
you, for
have-
that?
Have you left the school that you were with then,
Yes,
and so now you're an
yes.
independent teacher?
Yeah, I left that school and I went to another school, and that was worse than the one that I was at.
Oh my giddy
So
aunt.
yeah, that's a whole other story. But
Yeah. Well, I'll have to talk about that when you come on the show.
And then I just decided to go freelance and do my own thing. So
Oh, that is amazing.
yeah, that's what I've been doing. So
Oh.
yeah.
Fantastic. So this lockdown business actually has worked quite well for you.
Yes, yeah, it's been a real eye opener, and it's kind of given me what I needed, and it's so much more flexible for me.
Yes.
Because I haven't got a rigid timetable, because I've got students all around the world. I've got literally students from Mexico all the way over to the Fiji Islands and all the way in between.
How's your geography, by the way?
It's
Better than yours,
got a lot
probably.
better, and actually I've got a little map, and I dot on where my students come from, so
Brilliant.
I literally have learned all like time zones and everything like that,
Yes.
because every day I'm having to Zoom people like in all these different countries, and
Yeah,
I'm having
different
to work
times.
out the
Going,
differences.
you're going
yeah.
to bed, but just before you're going, good morning, and how are
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
It's
Especially like the Fiji Islands. I'll do their call at 7:45
in the evening.
in the morning,
Oh, in the
and
morning.
they're having their getting ready for bed.
Bed.
So
Gosh,
so yeah, it's
What
very
amazing.
different.
amazing. Well, I'm so pleased that you've managed to find, that you got out of that school. But
Yeah.
how do you find the lack of social intercourse with people?
I beg your pardon.
That's
That's,
your
that's a little strong. I don't know if that's the
social,
best word.
social
Social.
intercourse.
No, I know, it just didn't sound right.
Didn't sound right. It's a phrase. It's a
I don't know. Yeah,
it's
no,
a
I
real
know.
phrase. It's not a naughty phrase. You
It
silly
did
woman.
sound like it.
Well, how do you
It's
find?
right, it's right. She
No.
gets excited at the sound moist.
Yes, that's
In
true.
the
How do you
moist-
find the sexual
Crunch.
intercourse with the people?
Oh,
No.
God,
How do you with the lack
Yeah,
of
the
meeting
social.
people? The social aspect.
Well, because at the moment I do a few hours each week in a physical school. So I do tutoring in a school. So
Right.
this,
I see. So you
this,
do have a bit of.
Yeah, this program. I
Intercourse.
don't know if you've seen it, but the government have allocated teachers to tutor catch-up lessons.
Oh, okay. What during the
pupils.
summer?
No, just during lesson times.
Oh, right.
So
So- Oh, okay.
So I take groups. So I do some groups in a physical school. But to be honest, I'm talking to people, so often, like online.
Yeah.
I don't really notice it, to be honest.
Oh, well, that's.
In fact, I can actually get on with my work
Yes.
rather than when I was in a school. You're basically having to teach and do paperwork.
Yes.
Whereas now I can either teach or do paperwork. I don't have to do them at the same time.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
One of the things I think is fantastic about doing stuff on screens like we do on this show, and I'm sure it's the same with you, is when you're fed up with people, you can just say, well, thanks very much, goodbye.
Yeah.
And you can tell, whereas in public, it's not so easy to sort of go, well, I'm okay, because you know how people can keep going on and on and on, and you go, look, I'm giving you the physical signs that I want to end the conversation by slowly moving back and all of that.
Yes.
And then they step forward and go, oh yes, and another thing, I must have.
Oh,
it's like,
yes.
read my body language. I'm trying to be polite, but I've got to go to the bank.
I know. And that's the best bit. I'd say that's the best bit, especially when you've got a group.
Yes.
The rules are from word go is that everyone gets muted. And to be honest, if you don't, you've got so much background noise, they can't focus on what you're saying. And then what I do is I have a rule where if I want them to speak, then I say, so-and-so, you can unmute yourself.
Oh, right.
Or they can write in the chat box, or if they're really desperate and they need some help, we've got the SOS signal. So they put SOS in the chat box and I can unmute them and they can tell me what the problem is. So, yeah, they got used to it pretty quickly. As long as you get the rules, straight in, it's quite nice to be able to actually be able to teach without people interrupting you.
Yes.
All the time.
You need those boundaries in place, don't you?
Yeah, and that's what I really, when I went back into school, and realised I couldn't mute them.
Yes, that's right. You have to go around with a bit of tape over their mouth.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can take the tape off when I say. At the appropriate. Emily, we're going to have to cut it because we're coming to the end of our show.
But before you go,
yeah,
I'm curious. Would you be interested in doing a In Conversation With podcast with Richard for the patrons? Because I know that lots of people would love to hear what you have to say.
What? Is it a podcast that sends people to sleep?
Yes, that's right.
No, you're a very interesting woman, champion.
It's conversation. It's a telephone call. It's like what we've just done.
Yes.
But it's as a podcast. And I send
for
it
about
to
45 minutes.
Yeah, about 45 minutes.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I'll send you an email.
We needed more
I
ladies.
can talk all day and all night.
Oh, fantastic. Are you on the same email as before?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, so you're down on Friday.
Yeah, I'm coming down Friday for the weekend.
For the weekend?
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Oh, well, we'll have to see if the lovely Julia and I can sort of meet you up somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be good for a nice little walk. And
come and see the van.
Fresh air.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'd love to see the van.
Come and have a cup of tea in the van.
Have a cup of tea.
With the lovely champs. That would be great.
I miss you all.
Yeah, I bet we miss you. A lot of people sort of disappear and you think, oh, I wonder why they've gone. And then, they come back and they say, oh, we've been busy.
All sorts of reasons, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just timings and stuff and lessons and things with clashing. But always here. I was always here.
Fantastic. Well, listen, we will talk soon. But thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah.
It's lovely to hear you, and it's great to hear that everything's going well and that you're doing good things.
Yeah, and I hope to see you both soon.
You will indeed.
Thanks for calling. Big air hug.
I'll send you an email.
Air hug. Yeah. All right then.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go. That was Emily Champion, who, as we said and you established, it was in the show in previous times. We're running out of time now, ladies and gentlemen. We have videos, but I'm going to pass the videos on to Wednesday, if that's all right, because of just time and I don't want to keep you up.
Prudent at this point.
Yes, because we've only got like 2 minutes left. So I want to quickly go through your photos that you've sent in. We've got Sean James Cameron. Did Sean James Cameron send us a picture already? But here is another one with his special socks.
Yay!
Now. We do like
odd
that.
stripy socks. I
what
love
is
it.
That down there?
Do you know what? I like the rainbow coloured sock even better.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I'm just looking at your video collection. The Homeland. Is that something? I don't know what that is.
It's a film.
All right, fair enough. It's a film, she says. Yes.
That's so funny.
Thanks. Who else have we got here? Josephine in Storrington has sent in a video. It's amazing how many people have got big televisions. I have to say, I'm quite.
Can't remember the name of the pup.
Look at that. What pup?
Isn't that a pup? There.
Is that the dog?
Yeah, the fluffy.
That fluffy thing. I thought you were talking about the little monkey thing there, the frog thing.
No.
You're looking slightly worried there,
I
Julia,
am.
on that one.
I've got my chin. Looks awful there.
And Josephine Suter's got her feet up, which is great to see. Thank you for that.
Good girl. Another sockless wonder.
Another sockless wonder. Miles W. Is watching, and he says, oh, I've lost him. Hang on a minute.
Watching you.
He says, oh yes, watching you. Hang on, it's coming. No, wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry.
Gunner's the name of Josephine's pup.
Oh yes. Oops. Hang on.
And her other dog is Lily.
It's lovely. Look at that, nicely mounted on the
Lovely
screen there.
golden
Great big
retriever.
Picture, and the dog is watching us. That's super.
Look at that box full of toys for the dog.
Oh yeah, that's what I need. Nice box of toys. Clive Waterfall has sent in this one, which
wow,
is
how many
fantastic.
devices can you use all at once? 1, 2, 3. That's like me at my house, actually.
And I hope you haven't got the volume up on all of them because it'll drive you.
Right cacophony. You can actually get them all to kind of sync if you click on the 3 dots and use the playback speed and click ×2, and it'll quickly catch up. And yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Kathy B and Clive Waterfall watching the show and following live chat on phone, tablet, wearing socks, honest. Not socks. Hang on, it's gone wide.
Not only socks.
But
not only socks.
Oh, no, I see. Not only socks, yes, of course. Thank you. Hang on a minute. I've for some reason I've selected everything. How do I get out of this?
I didn't realise you were together.
Mark Donny McLeod has sent in how he is watching. Oh, this is interesting. Here we go. Coming over to there with all his
little keyboard.
His keyboards and.
Is that one of the keyboards, the USB keyboards? No, that's not. Sorry, that is just one end of it.
Yeah, and all sorts of kit there.
That's awesome.
There's a second photograph there, a wider version of it. Look at that. It's got everything you could possibly need.
1, 2, 3 guitars, 4 guitars, rock. 5, 6, 7 guitars. Anyway.
So it's so fascinating watching the other person, the viewer.
So fun. Thank you for starting
Adrian
this, Sean.
Wicks, Turbo Stream. Here we are. It says, hello, Richard. Watching from a room that you have sat in. Yes, I have. Look at this. Oh, hang on. I'm saying look at this. I haven't gone
nice grandfather clock there.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's lovely. Brilliant stuff. Wonderful.
Oh, an old-fashioned fireplace thing.
Yeah, with a little bus.
Yeah, my nan and granddad used to have one like that, and I used to burn my socks or my dressing gown on it.
I remember you used to come in when it had been snowing and get by one of those fires and then end up with chilblains because you heated up too quickly. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Where else are we going to? Bonita, or Bonnie, I beg your pardon. Bonnie. Oh, look, ultra modern, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute, Bonnie. That's not us. What's going on there? That's outrageous.
Oh, look at that lovely. Is that? Oops, damn. Oops. Dropped my unicorn. Is that one of those sleigh horses?
What there?
There, yeah. It might be. Or it might be.
Is it a China
it's a very lovely model, though. It's an Appaloosa.
An Appaloosa, yes.
What it looks like, anyway.
From the Appalachians, presumably. There we are. That was Bonnie. Who else have we got here? Eastbourne couple who we've already seen, but they are now vobing, they says. Hang on a minute. Where do we get to there? Pictures.
Hey,
oh, look at the interesting how the text comes up
so
there.
If I did this, you could see me better.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. You have to do it. Hang on. Do it again.
Oh, yeah. That.
There. Now you can do it. That's it. Brilliant. Nearly done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sending them all in. And where do we go? Pete Telling. Watching here, let's go to that lovely wall of
I love
pictures.
This. I'm being so nosy. Look at all these lovely pictures.
Yeah.
I wonder what that dangly thing there's for. Is that
what dangly thing?
That thing there.
Oh, that's the light switch, isn't it?
Yeah. What is it?
Sawdust is man glitter.
What? Where's it? Oh, sawdust is man glitter.
Oh, is man glitter? Oh, I see. Yes, that wasn't a question. I made it sound like a question, which was a bit daft.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I just want to unclick everything.
Oh yeah, Bonnie just got a wildflower quiz there.
Oh right, yeah. We'll do the wildflower quiz on next week if that's okay. Not next week, Wednesday. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Put that email in another folder.
Yeah, I will. I'm watching here, but I was doing my radio show for next week. Oh, okay. I didn't have a picture there. Oh, here it is. Mm-hmm. Here we go. This is Mark Donny McLeod.
His lovely face.
He's actually watching.
Look at his lovely face.
Look at his lovely face. He's doing a radio show.
Have you done your Your beardy bit's different, have you?
What? Chopped them off?
No, it looks like he's
Shaved
them.
Yeah, that's what I meant by chopped it off. That's what chopping it off means, isn't
Well,
it?
no, chopping it off would mean that there's nothing left.
Oh,
Wouldn't
yeah,
it? That's what I think.
Yes, that's true. And Pete Telling, here's the view I've got watching the Vobes show on a 3D map of Snowdonia. What? There's no attachment, Pete.
Oh.
Sorry to say, it's the excitement to get it all out. But anyway, there we are. That was it.
Ah, Robert Crosis corrects me, saying that's a grandmother clock. Point of fact.
Oh, is it a grandmother
And
clock?
Turbo Stream, aka Adrian, says Robert has the clock correct. It was a retirement present for my great grandfather in 1935.
Wow, 1935.
I actually had a feeling it would be that kind of a case.
Yeah. No, it's lovely. I know I've been over to Turbo's place, and it's a nice place, and he's got this lovely camper van parked outside.
And a lovely cat that visits him.
But he's hoping to come down to Worthing, so we don't know when that is. But do let us know and come and have a cup of tea, and we'll swap vans.
You should.
What
be
I meant
lucky,
was we'll have a cup of tea in each
lucky,
other's
lucky.
van. I didn't mean swap as in own each other's van.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, that's, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone on over time, but thank you so much. Yeah, we'll make up for you. Kerry Baldwin came out for the very first time, and shall we just quickly see Kerry's, because
Yes.
she came out today, ladies and gentlemen. Whilst you're still there, I've got to find it. Hang on, it's in the thing here. She says, Richard, just a handful of photos from my trip to the butterfly farm near Ditchling this afternoon with my two nephews, Henry and Arthur. I have no idea what the butterflies were. They come from Asia. My task for this week is to go online and try and identify some of them. And just look at these. These are fantastic.
Beautiful.
If you know what they are, do send them in. Not send the butterflies in. Send the names
Send
of
the
them
answers in.
in. Send the answers in, or just tell us in the comments quickly. That's the first one. This is,
Oh,
look at
wow.
that. Fantastic there.
Gorgeous.
Ah, bless.
And a little cutie.
Little cutie holding up another little cutie. There we
Cutie
go.
holding a beauty.
It's amazing how the butterflies just fly onto the kids.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, gorgeous.
Look at that on some sort of rubber-like plant.
What is it that makes butterflies so lovely and pretty?
It's the patterns.
I know. But you can get moths that are very elaborate and pretty, but as
Yes,
soon
that's
as
true.
one realises it's a moth, they don't feel quite as endeared towards them.
All right, that's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Look at that.
Look at that. It's amazing.
You've got a stripy bum.
And there we
That's
go.
that one again.
There's that one from a
He's that
different
one
angle.
again.
And what do we got down there?
Ooh.
That's not a red admiral.
No,
is
I
it?
was thinking that, but no, it's just because it's red. But
It's,
it doesn't look like one.
Fantastic. And
Gorgeous.
presumably they just fly onto you then, do they?
Yeah,
That is amazing.
they're probably
On strings.
held.
Are they on strings? Are they something like that?
Never mind.
No.
I don't know what I was going to say. It's gone now.
It's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a hoot. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of that. The flower beds near the pier, the bubbles, the... what's he on
Eastbourne
about?
couple was saying that they sent us some pics of Eastbourne seafront, the flower beds near pier.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Just having a quick look to see Eastbourne couple. Where are you? Josephine saying night all.
Oh, Lily and Gunnar. Oh, Gunnar is the darker one, the dark and tan one in front, and Lily is the other one
Oh,
behind.
how lovely is that?
Look at her beautiful little face.
Yeah.
I love how she's got a paw over him.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for
that's
that.
So sweet. I'm joking.
I know you are. So am I.
I'm choking.
It's fun to elbow you though.
Yeah, I bet it is. I can't find your email. It must be in here. The what's name couple? Eastbourne couple. I have to do a search. See if I can find it. Send it again. And we'll bung it in on the
On Wednesday.
on Wednesday. Golly, there's a lot of emails to sort out now. But anyway, listen, better go. But thank you so much for that. It's been great. It's been a bit of a different evening. Thanks to Steve Baker for sending in all these amazing sweets. Now the lovely Julia and I will be arguing about.
That's Island Punch.
And that one?
I wanted to punch. Yes, and that one's watermelon.
Tasty. Oh, yeah, nice. Thank you to Judith, who's been out there moderating and looking after everything. Thanks for all the contributions on the video. Sorry we didn't get to play them all. Bit of a different show. You see how different it is when the lovely Julia is actually in the show? When I say in the show, I mean in the studio.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I can spend more time looking at the camera because I don't feel so distant, and I can't forget that I'm on this show. Otherwise, I'm just like,
yeah, there's no
looking at the comments.
There's no great break. So there we go. Wonderful. Thank you for all the phone calls. Lovely to hear from Alan. Was it Alan? No, it was Alan Sandell did something. We did a joke about his sandal. But Ray, thank you for ringing, Ray. Looking forward to Friday. Thank you to Steve Baker who rang in, and thank you to Emily Champs who just rang in. To all of you for typing. Thanks for watching and all that. Don't forget to give us the likes. We've had a bit of a funny thing with the likes. I don't know quite what was going on with that. 1 minute they go up, 1 minute they go down.
Very strange indeed.
But it's very odd. Anyway, we better go.
Thank you to Richard for putting this all together.
Oh, you don't have to thank me. I'd do it anyway, even if there's nobody here.
You probably, yeah. Still, thank you very much.
I talked to my Essie. You should see me. Hello, Essie. Bless you, the Essie.
Okay, thank you for remembering to turn the camera on and to
thank you. That's
go
my
on
pleasure. And thank you for coming
streaming
in and doing your hair and stuff.
And thank you for dashing to the Morrisons. Oh, I shouldn't. To the shop behind your house very quickly to get me a top.
Yeah, that's true. I did. Julia came in with this dumpy old T-shirt, and I said, "You can't
oh
possibly go on with that."
No, you didn't. I was going, "Oh my God, I forgot to change my T-shirt on the way out." And I was mortified. He's like, "Oh, it's all right, it'll do." And I was like, "Oh, but it's horrible. It's tatty. It's just lounging around the house, kind of just getting things done, cleaning and stuff." I don't know why I went so high pitched. Sorry about that. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Yeah. So I said, "Well, go and get one."
I haven't got time. I've got to put my face on.
So I said, I'll run round and get one for you. And she said, "I said, what would you want?" And she said, "Oh, you just pick something." So
yeah, he did very well. Look. Oops. Modelling. Very nice.
I was looking at the bikinis first of all, but I thought she might be a bit chilly in here with a bikini. Anyway, never mind all that nonsense.
We've overrun quite a lot.
Yes.
Thank you very much for sticking with us.
Yes, thank you so much. Look after yourselves. Thanks very much. And
love you all.
We will see you. I'll see you on Wednesday, and the lovely Julia will be back on Friday, and we'll keep you posted on the new studio. Till then, take care. Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye. 1, 2, 3.